Hi everyone, Alchemist here. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for your subscriptions, for your likes and comments. You guys are amazing. It truly means a lot to me, your support, and for this channel, for this quest. Today is a tarot reading, and it's going to be a message from Spirit about what does Spirit want you to know in terms of your life path, in terms of where you are at in your life right now. I'm going to use this beautiful alchemical tarot deck. This is a collective reading, but if you want your own personal or private reading, you can find it at thyself.com, link in the description box below. I offer many services, including sigils, rituals, spells, so you can all check it out there. Let's get right to it. What does Spirit want you to know at the moment? Achrusmi inenen sun ikras tuchrik ikasun ikif ik machlik risen kumpachres in alek surash man ik esech ran kos iref ikmas. All right, let's see what we have here. These are the cards that I pulled. Beautiful cards. We have the Seven of Pentacles, but reversed. We have the Queen of Fire, and also the Seven of Cups reversed. You see this balance and equilibrium here? Seven of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Earth reversed, Seven of Water reversed, and then the Queen of Fire in the middle. So the message is clear here. You're the Queen of Fire. You're powerful. You have a lot of gifts and abilities. Not all of them have been activated. Not all of them have been awakened yet. But the reason why they haven't been awakened because you haven't adopted the path of the unknown, represented by number 7. 7 represents the number of the seeker, the number of the unknown, the number of trusting in what you don't know and learning new things in your life. And it is also the number of wisdom, of knowledge, and it represents the person who's always seeking knowledge, occult, hidden wisdom, and ancient mysteries. So number 7 is actually an amazing number. And we have the 7 of Earth and the 7 of Water, but they're both reversed. Spirit here is saying, it's time for you to walk the path of the unknown. And it's time for you to learn about the elements. You're the Queen of Fire, but you need to learn about Earth, and you need to learn about water. Then you have the 3 elements, Earth, Fire, Water, with combining it with air, which is spirit, which is what's all around us. When you master these 3 elements, you're going to reach spirit, which is the air element. So this is a representation of an alchemical journey that you need to go through. And I am using the alchemical deck anyways. How? It's by you're stepping on this dragon here. The dragon represents wisdom, knowledge, and it also represents the hidden, the occult, what's not shown, what's not seen, what people don't know. So Spirit is saying you have within you this hidden knowledge, these mysteries that you carry with you from ancient past lives. You have them within you because you're stepping on the dragon. You're holding them. They belong to you, but you're not exploring them. You're not activating them. That's why we have the 7 of Earth and 7 of Cups, both reversed. You're not exploring them. So it's time for you to start exploring them. Start learning about the elements of earth and water because you're fire. And then you can reach the elements of air. And then you can master the 4 elements. And then you can find your Philosopher's Stone and reach spirit and ascend. So it's a very, it feels like an educational message. It feels like Spirit wants you to do the work. It wants you to study. It wants you to research. It wants you to start applying yourself. What else do we have here? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you're probably, oh, even the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna include this card too. Look at the bottom of the deck. We have the 10 of fire. And what I was gonna say, you're probably a fire element. Because look at the amount of fire cards I got here. I got the 4 of fire, the 9 of fire at the end, and we have the Knight of Fire, but reversed. And you're the Queen of Fire, which we already discussed. That's who you are. You're the Queen of Fire. So you're a fire element. If you see this reading and you find yourself being an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, know that this is probably meant for you. Spirit here is saying, the fire that's within you, it's time for you to start using it to your own advantage. Because you're not right now. You're not. You're not very protected because you're not using the fire within you. You're not using your gifts and abilities. You're not using your strength. The qualities that you have which makes you a queen, you're not using them. And it's also part of why you're not exploring the unknown. It's part of it. Everything is interconnected. You're not exploring the side of you that can give you protection, that can give you strength. And because you're scared. The reason why is because you're scared. You're scared that this exploration, this delving into the unknown, is going to give you misery and trouble. It's not gonna. You're scared that it's not gonna make you feel happy. You're scared that it's gonna give you negative or scary emotions. And Spirit is saying this is not true. It's only gonna give you strength, power, and liberation from this kind of jail that you put yourself in, this kind of like oppression that you're in. You're oppressing yourself, you're oppressing your gifts, your abilities, and all because you think you exploring them is something negative. You could have like a religious programming in you since you were young and it's still working, and that's why you're scared of the realm of the unknown, of embracing your darkness. And part of it is to embrace darkness. That's why the 7 of earth came up here reversed. You see how this earth element, it's in darkness. It has this beautiful black color. And I always say embrace your darkness because it's going to allow you to know who you are. It's going to help you become who you truly are. But you embracing this darkness and embracing this power within you and this fire, you're scared of it. You think it's something negative. You think it's something bad. But it's keeping you in this kind of jail. It's keeping you in the same programming, in the same brainwashing you've had since you were young. And it's time to let this go. Spirit is saying it's time to let this go. It's time to unleash your power, unleash who you are. It's time. The moon. It's time to delve in the darkness. It's time to delve into your fears and explore them. Explore what makes you feel scared. Explore the beautiful realm of darkness. It's like taking a walk in a beautiful night where the moon is shining bright with the beautiful stars. The same way you love daytime, learn how to love the nighttime. Learn how to explore the nighttime. Learn how to embrace it and make it part of you just as much as the sun. Light and dark. Yin and yang. As above, so below. Light was born from darkness. Even the religion says that. Let there be light. From where? Let there be light from where? Where was the light created from? It's from darkness. The moon exists only in the dark. It doesn't exist in the sun. So Spirit wants you to learn about the dark. It wants you to learn about your fears. It wants you to learn about what is it that's scaring you. And when you dig deeper, you're going to find out that there's nothing to be scared of. It's just these programs and softwares, if you will, that you have installed in your mind since you were young, but they're not even true. They're not real. It's just an illusion that, oh, if I become who I am, if I tell the world that I have magical gifts and abilities. If I tell the world that I can do this or that, they're going to laugh at me. They're not going to accept me. And if they don't accept you, those are the people who are bad for you. Those are the people who are toxic for you. Those are the people who are holding you from becoming who you are. Those are the people who would never want to see you become successful or transform into your greatest version. So why even want them in your life? If these people exist, might as well not have them in your life. They're the negative people. If they're not gonna root for you and cheer you up and push you to become who you are and be happy for you for becoming who you are, if they just want to see you be like them all the time, then what's the point of having these people in your life? They're just creating negativity and toxicity in your life. And it becomes this vicious cycle of negative things one after another. So it's okay. It's okay if you don't fit in. It's okay if you're different from the others. It's okay if you have things inside of you that you want to share, that you want to tell the world, and they're not they're not the norm. They're not part of the norm. They're not the conventional things that everyone is willing to accept. It's okay if they're not willing to accept it, then they're not the right people for you. They're not the right bunch for you. Just go ahead and become who you are already. Embrace your darkness. And again here, embrace your darkness. I said and repeat it again and again and again. I even have a book called How to Embrace Your Darkness. This is not shadow work. It's not like the conventional thing about darkness is the bad side of you. It's that the side of you that is negative. No, this isn't. This darkness means just the counterpart of light. It's just as beautiful as light. The counterpart of the sun, just like how the nighttime is beautiful and we need it and it's necessary, and without it we can't sleep, and if we don't sleep we can't function during daytime. Tell me the night is not necessary for humans to even survive or to live. Tell me that. You're scared of the darkness? So how are you taking rest at nighttime? How is that possible? If you're scared of darkness, then you should be able to stay awake 24/7 in a reality where only sun exists. Maybe go to one of these areas in the world where they have like 23 hours of daylight or 22 hours of daylight. Go and try to live there. Even these people, they sleep. They also need sleep. And when they go to sleep, they need to make their rooms dark to be able to sleep. They need to close every curtain and every shutter and make sure that there's not a single beam of light coming in the room in order for them to be able to sleep so they can function in the daytime. Tell me how the night and darkness are not important, and tell me how they're so negative. That's religious dogma. Religion made humans believe throughout the ages, throughout hundreds and hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, made them believe that darkness is something bad. Why? I don't know. To control people, to make them fearful. Because when you're fearful, when you're scared, you're easier to control. I can make you believe anything if you're scared. If you're scared, I make you scared right now. And you're going to believe anything. And I'll tell you, oh, I'm going to do this spell, and the spell is going to do this and that. And you're scared. And when you're scared, you're easier to control. Darkness is beautiful, just as beautiful as the light. Don't be scared of it. It's going to help you become who you truly are. Just like how the night time, when it's dark, just how it's so necessary for life in general, the same way darkness is necessary for your great awakening. Look at this beautiful card. Look at this geometry here. I love this geometry so much. Look, it's the 4 of Earth reversed. And again, darkness. Spirit is saying you're not embracing your darkness and you're not grounded. You're not grounded to Earth. You need to learn about the Earth elements, because the Earth elements is going to teach you about darkness. Darkness, the best teacher for darkness is earth, the earth element, because it's solid, it's grounded, it's strong. And learning about earth can teach you about the four elements as well. That's why we have here the four of earth. These, I can see them as the representation of each of the four elements. So learning about earth will automatically make you learn about water, fire, and air. Because earth holds all of them. Have you ever thought about that? It's the foundation. Earth holds water, it holds fire, and it holds air. Earth is the base. And earth represents darkness. So learning about earth will make you know who you are, and it's going to help you embrace your darkness. And one last card. The sun. Oh, let me show the bottom of the deck too. We have the death. Two major arcanas at the end. The sun and death. So everything I have mentioned is going to make you appreciate the sun even more. It's going to make you appreciate the light even more. It's going to make you understand what real light is, because right now you have a different idea about light. You don't really understand what light really means. But once you embrace your darkness, once you understand the elements, once you become who you truly are and activate that power that's within you and balance out the light and the dark within you, then you will appreciate light, the sun, and you will understand what is this real light about, not the religious point of view of light, the religious idea of what light is that you were taught when you were young. And even in the card here, see, this is the sun, right? But it's always with darkness underneath. It's always with darkness underneath. This is the underworld. So this is an alchemical deck, and it's true depictions of alchemical work. So here, the meaning of this symbology is that there is no light without the dark. It cannot exist. It's impossible. So how can you hate darkness? How can you think it's bad? How? If you use your mind, if you use this beautiful gift that was given to us, which is smart, but we make it stupid, and other people try to make us stupid so we don't use it, unfortunately. But if you use it, this beautiful gift, you're going to understand that it's impossible to hate darkness. It's just as beautiful as the sun. Just use your mind. Just use your mind and you'll figure it out. You don't even have to listen to what I'm saying. And the bottom of the deck was death, transformation. And where does death happens? Again, where? In darkness. You see all the skeletons here? This is darkness. This is the underworld. This is where the transformation happens. The dragon represents the darkness too. That's where the occult and the hidden exists. You know all this knowledge I'm sharing with you guys, the occult, the hidden, where do you think it exists? In darkness. You're not going to find it in the light. You find it in darkness because it's occult, because it's hidden, it's hiding in the dark. And then you use it to reach the sun and to become the king. But before you can become the king in the sun, in the light, you have to use the darkness to harness the knowledge and the wisdom that's hidden before you can rise up and become the star, the flower. That's how it works. So you need to harness the knowledge, become who you are. Let the old you die, like these skeletons. This is representation of the old you. Let them go away and then rise with whatever you have learned here. Rise. And then you will become king and queen, and you will understand the balance of the universe. All right, this is what I have for you. Beautiful reading. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comment section if this resonates with you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Shus. Irech lan sukiresh. Shus.